to the night shift. Okay, right here on the Radio Native Radio. Don't forget you can be a part of this every day, whenever you like. If you download the app, Native Radio, on App Store and Google Play Store. Native Radio is also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Native Radio now. My name is Ake. This is the night shift. Guess who I have in the studio? A superstar who just got back from Sweden, loving the life. Adjua sings. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I guess you're feeling better. You're doing better than I am right now. You just got back from Sweden. How did that go?
It was amazing. Actually.
What did you do actually?
So I was playing at a festival called Viva Sounds, which takes place in Gothenburg.
Okay.
And I had 2 gigs basically on Thursday and Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty special actually.
All of that in Sweden.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Are you originally a Welsh girl?
I'm from Cardiff. I'm from Splot. I'm a Splot girl.
Splot
actually.
girl.
Yeah.
My bad. What's the difference? Welsh, Splot?
There is no difference.
Okay.
I'm a Welsh girl. Obviously, I'm Ghanaian as well. But
Oh, nice.
I'm a Welsh girl.
I never knew you had some African. I should have known you had African roots in you. Maybe because of the hair.
Maybe.
Yeah. Great. Ghanaian. Have you ever been to Ghana before?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, I've been going since I was a baby. I was there last year actually as well.
How you finding it?
Good.
The rice, jollof?
Yeah, I mean,
Overrated,
I was literally
right?
talking to my friend about jollof the other day. I'm not even that hyped about jollof.
Overrated,
Do you know what I
is
mean? Not so much overrated. It's just like I've had it so much in my life that I'm just like, it's not that exciting.
Try the Nigerian one. So.
That's okay. No, I'm joking. My mum actually makes the Nigerian one. She doesn't make
nice.
the Ghanaian ones.
Amazing. Great. Let's talk about music now. You just dropped a new one.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. The title of that song is amazing.
Thank you. Oh
I
my
know,
gosh, I had so much issue with that title.
Really?
Like, I was like, guys, I don't know what to call this song. It took me ages to settle.
How do you write that down? Is it the beginning or the ending?
I honestly don't know. Like, it just came to me, and at first I was like, that's stupid. I don't think I should use that. And I was like, guys, what to my band and like my friends and that. I was like, what should we call it? We went through so many things, but I kept coming back to that one. And I guess I feel like I have the answer now to that question. So
okay. So when you decided to title your song, is it the beginning or the end? And did you have like a misconception about it?
Not so much a misconception. I think it really just reflects where I was at emotionally, like mentally with the song, and just like my life in general. Because I've been having like some doubts about my music and like my abilities and stuff. And I think this song was kind of like not so much a comeback because I never really went anywhere, but for me it was kind of like I don't know, man. I was just a bit like...
All I can hear is, okay, is this the beginning of a new journey or is this the end of the old one? Can I just do it, make it, break it, whatever happens, is that it? That's what I have in my head, but yeah.
That's exactly it,
Wow, that's exactly it.
Yeah, it's more so like in the context of the song, it's for a relationship, but you can really kind of use that in a few different like ways, you know?
Great. I had an interview with Wafa. She's also an amazing... musical talent, and I was talking to her about making songs for relationships and not having that feeling at the moment. You know, I have a problem with artists that do that. You know, you make beautiful songs, you make songs like it's really emotional, it's really deep, and I'm listening to that song and I'm putting my emotions with your emotions, and then I have an interview with you and you tell me, it's just art. It's just me writing music. Is this one of those songs?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Bravo. Come on, boys. So tell us about it.
Well, I wrote it on the floor of my old living room. Just playing bass, just playing around. And at the time, like I had no idea where it was going to go. But kind of something happened in my life where it made me question a lot of things.
Do you want to tell me about it? Trust me.
No, not so much. It's quite personal, but like it was just... You
never know who you will help with this story.
It was more so the ending of something really special and beautiful, and it was really sad that it ended.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like is it end or beginning in a sense of like this has to end in order for something else to begin?
Yeah.
You know? And I didn't realize the meaning behind it until a few months after I wrote the song.
Yeah.
And I find that happens a lot with me. Like I have a lot of songs that I've written that only make sense to me now. So an artist might say, oh, it's just art, but maybe the reason hasn't occurred to them yet. You know, because you can sometimes write to your future self.
Yeah.
You just don't know in the present.
Yeah. I like that you listen to yourself a lot. I find it very, very beautiful. With this song, your future self, you just said something about listening to the song in the nearest future and then going back to see yourself. It's more like writing in your journal and thinking back to yourself. If that's the case, you always want to pass a message, obviously, with your life, with your story, with your music. What message is this passing? Obviously, it's trying to tell people like, okay, cool, this is the end. This is not the end, actually. It could be the start of something new.
Yeah.
Is there any other perception you have that you need to share about that particular song?
No, I just really wanted to create something quite intimate, and I like the idea of somebody being able to make their own mind about what the meaning of the song is. You know?
Okay.
But overall, it was just to create something intimate and emotional and just quite beautiful for somebody to resonate with in whatever way they choose. Yeah. And I feel like in life we ask ourselves those types of questions a lot, like is this for me or is this not for me, blah 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 blah. And I think that song I just tried and conceptualized that idea in the song.
Amazing. That's really, really, really deep, and it suits your genre of music, to be honest. Great. So about the event you performed tell me why you're laughing.
I don't know, the same reason you're laughing.
Okay, cool. The performances in Sweden, how did you find it? Was he more? What was the reception like? Was it the same as when you performed here in Wales?
That's the thing. The two were quite different. Like the first one, I performed in like this really old house, like one of the oldest houses in Sweden.
Wow.
I can't, for the life of me, remember what it was called. I probably couldn't pronounce it anyway. But it was just this really beautiful house, and it was such a privilege to be performing in there. And it felt quite. It was very intimate and very intense, and like the audience, bless them, like. I think they were really in it with me, but I think it was quite intense. Yeah. And obviously it was my first time. I'd landed in Sweden like a few hours earlier. Okay. So I was feeling. I was just trying to relax, you know. But it was a bit tricky. I was still trying to get used to my surroundings. But the next day, it was in this place called Holy Moly, which is like this little bar. And that was a really special event, like a really special performance. I think I played like really. I was really relaxed when I played, and when I'm relaxed, that's when I'm gonna be like mostly my best self.
What makes you relaxed?
Being warm. It's very important.
Being what?
Warm.
Oh, okay.
It's very important that I feel warm. if I'm cold, I'm not feeling good.
And do you have any ritual before performing?
I do a little prayer.
That's a Ghanaian.
I do a little prayer, and I try and remember that I'm just doing it for God, and like this performance isn't just for me. It's for God and like everyone else that I'm playing to. Yeah. That's my main thing. What else? I like to try and stay hydrated. I like to drink water.
Alcohol, just water.
Water. It used to be like a shot of whiskey.
Okay.
But I've grown out of that now.
You've grown out of that. Wow. That's good. Let's talk about your fashion sense for a second now. I saw a couple of posts you made in Sweden. No, I'm not stalking you. It just happens when I'm about to have an interview with someone. Yeah. Sounded really creepy. So I saw a couple of pictures where you posted and you go, seems like you really add fashion into your craft. Is it something you're wanting to like do for a very long time, or you just want to do it because you like it? Or is Adjua seeing a definition of music, fashion, art? Because look at that wallpaper. I mean, the not that one. Your song cover, the new one you dropped. That was really, really beautiful. The artistic nature of it. Tell us about fashion and what you have in mind.
For that particular shoot, I can't take all the credit. Obviously, my stylist Alina Lee, she styled me for that one. We worked together, obviously, but she kind of like brought all that together. But I think over the past like few months, I've really started to figure out like what my style is. It's still developing, but I think I'm trying to learn more about myself and then reflect that out into how I present to other people.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be like, I'm just still figuring it out, to be honest. I'm trying to have fun
Doesn't
and
look
be
like it.
I'm just trying to see what makes me feel the most confident, and like I like to lean into my spirituality and stuff, and show that in like the way I dress, and my art is like obviously a reflection of me, so therefore has to reflect who I am. And Adjua is like, she's just chilling. She's just cool. She just likes to stay warm.
So I did. I mean, artists do this a lot. They have like multiple personalities. This is the Adjua for the music. This is the Adjua for my normal life. The one that falls in love. The one that have like loved ones and family. This is the Adjua for stage performances. Do you have different alter egos? Do you have like multiple personalities?
I feel like maybe I used to, but I think they're more so combining into one person nowadays.
Wow, that's. What do you think about that, Scott? Is that not tricky? All of it combining into one. Yeah, it sounds really strange, because if it's really like distinct, separated, it's you know what you're doing at every particular point, but.
It used to It used to be like when I'd go on stage, I'd literally just black out and like I wouldn't remember the whole performance. Like my first show in Manchester, like I literally don't remember anything about being on stage. Whereas now, like I try to be as present as I can.
Okay.
Because I think it makes me a better performer. But I don't necessarily want there to be separation. Like I want there to just be me.
Yeah.
And like there might be different sides of me.
Yeah.
But it's still me.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes total sense. So people don't get confused. I'm like, I saw you doing this. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Do you have struggles with music, like the music life, the fame, and
absolutely.
Do you want to tell me about it?
This stuff is hard. Like it's beautiful.
This stuff is hard.
It is. I think we, as musicians, as artists, like full stop, I think we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and like the way the music industry is set up now, it's not really built for like a desirable mental health kind of soundscape, if that makes any sense. Like it's pressure, and you have to really try and do things to stay grounded, because it's so easy to like slip into this place of like comparison, or feeling like you're not doing enough, and feeling like what you are doing is just not good enough. And I can't say that I've definitely felt that. I've definitely felt the pressure. I've definitely let it get to me. I've definitely let it affect my mental health. And let things kind of fall by the wayside a little bit, because I have my own issues, obviously, but like I put a lot of pressure on what I create. And I feel like sometimes that really, it does, man, it affects me a lot. And I try to stay, I try now to just remember why I'm doing it, and just to understand that like what I do is good enough because I'm just being myself.
Exactly.
It's a hard place to get to. Where I'm at now is I've like worked really hard to get to where I'm at now, and I still have a really long way to go. But I'm proud of my progress and stuff, but trust me, like a few months ago, I was gone. Like I was just way too.
This was just a few months ago.
Yeah, like maybe like 6 months ago.
Okay.
I was just really in a dark place, just thinking that like everything I was doing was just really bad.
What's your definition of success, and why did you feel like you were not in the space where you wanted to be?
I guess that's because I didn't have a definition of success. I was relating to everybody else's definition of success. And I guess my definition isn't fully formed yet, but I think I understand a bit more. For me, it's like how to be most authentically myself, and try and like create things that other people can resonate with, and like create beautiful things is my definition of success. And like it used to be, well, actually, sometimes it still is. You know, there's certain milestones that I want to get to, and like my ego still wants certain things.
Of course.
You know, but it's just really important to remember why we're doing it. And for me, it's like just to create beauty, because I think that's the whole point of being alive.
I know beauty is a very beautiful thing to create, and you want people to see that. But there's struggles when you try to create these things and it doesn't reach the people you want them to reach, and it doesn't get as far as you want it to get. There's a lot of work you put into it, and I see your work. There's a lot of art in it. You put in a lot. How do you get more audience, if I should put it that way? What's your, when I mean audience, I know art is a beautiful thing to create, but reaching out to the right people that understand your kind of music, your kind of art. It could be tours, it could be events, it could be your own shows, regardless. Are you bothered about the numbers? Are you bothered about the people that get on your tune?
I used to be. I still sometimes am. I won't lie to you. You know what I mean? Because you do put a lot of effort into stuff.
Exactly.
But it's so important that if the people that you reach, the people that it does reach, is who is supposed to reach at this time.
Yeah.
And like, there's no rush to be doing mad things if it's not the time
Exactly.
for you. All I can do is do my best, and all I can do is create things that I love, and hope that other people love it as well. Like my new song, like I bang that on Spotify all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love listening to it, and that's enough for me. And I feel like I've gotten to a place now with that I feel okay about that.
Yeah.
And I think I've heard like some really nice feedback about the song, and like I'm not too fussed like about mad numbers, because I think what I create is quality stuff, and if it doesn't reach millions of people yet, it doesn't mean that like my other releases won't do that. Right now, like I'm doing what I can right now.
Yeah.
Which is all I can do.
Exactly.
And I'm just remembering to be proud of every step that I make, and every little incremental bit of progress to me is positive.
That's a smart move. There's a guy called Sabinos in Nigeria. When you say something really good and go, he's a smart move. Do you know him? No. Great. I'll link you up with him. Great. So I've been having the best time of my life having this conversation with you, but I know the industry is really, tricky sometimes, especially for females. And I'm an advocate for, if you want something, go get it. But I think it's a little bit different for women in the music industry. You get stuff like it's hard to get genuine, honest producers. For some reasons, there are more male producers than female producers, obviously, and women, obviously, they find it really hard to stick to business. Find it hard to see producers that want to stick to business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you know where I'm going to be honest. How much of a challenge is that, and how much has that pushed you back in terms of like music and going out to perform and all of that?
Honestly, pretty calm for me, because I don't really work with producers very often. Like this song was the first time I've worked with a producer, to be fair. Like all my other releases, like I've just produced myself.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I worked with other instrumentalists. And I think the lack of like female producers, I think it's not even, there's not balance, but there are female producers out there. I just feel like they don't get the recognition that they deserve.
Do you want to name a couple?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Gotcha.
They definitely are. I just me, I produce myself.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, that works.
I don't be doing it for other people, but like they definitely are.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions before I let you go. What's next for you in terms of music?
I'm hoping to just release a lot more music. This is my first release in like nearly 2 years. So
okay.
Hoping to
nearly 2 years.
Well, I released my EP last year in February, so quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So I want to release, write with other people.
Yeah.
Those are my main kind of objectives.
What about collaborations? You up for it?
100%.
What kind of collaborations are you looking at? Specific genre? I
mean, we got some like cool like kind of R&B type stuff going on, but I'm hoping to work with another writer. I'm not sure what's going to come out of that, but also mainly R&B and like some Afro R&B type things going on.
Trying to try rap, grind.
No.
If you were to collaborate with any Welsh rapper, who would that be?
Welsh rapper?
Yeah.
It'd be Mace.
Mace the Great.
Because he's from Splot as well.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there.
And he's sick. He's definitely one of the best rappers in the game right now.
Shout out to Mace the Greatest. That's what I decided to start calling him, Mace the Greatest. Yeah. So we're looking out for that collaboration, aren't we?
Not
yet. Who knows?
No.
Okay. Nice. Maybe we'll talk to Perry about that. Great. It's been fun hanging out with you. Is there anything you think I should know about Adjua Sings?
Just stream my new song.
Okay. You got that. Stop playing that music you always play and stream Adjua Sings. Got it. All right. Thank you so much, Adjua. It's been amazing hanging out with you. Guys, don't forget, stream the song. Stream how do we follow you on all social media platforms?
So it's just Adjua Sings _ on everything.
Amazing on everything, to be honest. Okay. Great. Catch you guys later. Stream the radio as well. Download the app Store and Play Store. My name is Ake. This is The Night Shift.